Okay, good morning. Welcome to
AwesomeMath number 32.
AwesomeMath32. Just making sure the camera started. I didn't hear it. Yesterday in our family math, you found a formula for the product of the divisors, and I wasn't going to do this section in the book because it's a star section, but you really liked it, right?
Yeah.
So I thought we'd look at it today. So can you show how to find the product of the divisors of 78?
Using the formula we did.
However you want to do it.
Well, first you find the divisors of 78. 78 is 178, 2 and 39.
Okay.
No, there's a 3. Well, maybe we could factor.
Yeah, what does 39 factor into? You already know it's 2 times 39.
2 times 39. 39 is 3 times 13.
Okay.
3 times 13. So then if we just, this is going to be 3 times 26.
Okay.
And then there's no 4 since we only have 1, 2. No 5s. There's a 6. 6 times 13. No 7, no 8. No 9. No 10, no 11, no 12. No 12, and then that's it.
Okay.
So then, the number, the product of the divisors, it's related to the number of rows.
Okay. How come?
Because the product of the divisors, it's n to the power of it's the number of rows. It's n to the power of the number of rows.
Okay. Why does that work when we're trying to do the product of the divisors? Where does your formula come from?
Well, n to the power of the number of rows, all of these multiply to be 7. All of them multiply to be 78.
Ah, okay. So when you multiply 1 times 78, you get
78.
78.
So 2 times 39, 78. 3 times 26, 78. 6 times 13, 78. So this is 78 to the 4th.
So when I multiply these together now, when I multiply all these numbers together, I can group them in pairs like the rows.
Yeah.
And then I get, in this case, 4 78s. So when I multiply those all together, what do I get?
You get 78 to the 4th.
A fly flying around in here. I keep thinking it's a bee. 78 to the 4th.
Cool.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Now, when does your formula, the number to the number of rows we have, break down?
It doesn't work for squares since we have a half row for squares.
Yeah, when we have a perfect square, we have to look at a slightly different formula. But which is fine.
Yeah.
You just have to remember you have a slightly different idea when you have perfect squares. What the book said is that the product is equals 78 to the number of divisors divided by 2. So how many divisors does 78 have?
There's 8.
8 divisors.
So then that you could put n there. So it would be n to the number of divisors over 2.
Over 2.
That would be, and then it would work because it would be 78 to the 4th.
78 to the 4th. So, and this formula does also work for perfect squares. So their formula works for perfect squares. You have a slightly different formula for perfect squares, which is totally fine. And we can see where your formula comes from by doing our little table of factors and seeing how they multiply together. And their formula came from a way, like writing the divisors out one way and then writing them backwards and multiplying. That's pretty neat, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, very good job, sweetie. Very good job this morning. That is a very neat idea in math, the product of divisors.